after watching this video, you will learn how you can create a catching game in Scratch. So let's play the game. Okay, if I click on the green flag, I can see apples are falling down and I'm scoring. 3 points, 4.5, okay, 6. The apples really move here and there. Okay, so I am scoring, and as you can see that here's a timer that's going down. Like it will reach 0, and when it reaches 0, the game will stop, right? So it's almost 7 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So that's it. So the game is over, right? Okay, so how did I make this game? Let's take a look at it. So I'll start from the beginning. I'll click on File and start with a new project. Okay, so firstly I'm going to remove the cat and I will add the sprites, one of which is an apple and another is this bowl. And let me add a nice backdrop. So over there I have added I can't find it. It was boardwalk. Yeah, this one. So let me add this, and now see the apple and the bowl is almost same the size, but the apple needs to be smaller in size. So I will make it 70 in size. Okay, now that's great. So firstly, the code for the bowl. So what is the code for the bowl? See, when the green flag will be clicked, the game needs to start. So this is the event you need to add. And from the control block, add the forever block. Like forever and ever, this thing needs to be happening, like continuously happening. Now what will happen? Bring the if then block, and inside this diamond, from the sensing block, bring the key space pressed and change the space to the right arrow. So when the right arrow will be pressed, like nothing happens yet now, then I really need the x-axis to change. Like x-axis, as you can say, points left side and right side. So in order to make it move to the right side, I need to change the x-axis, right? So change x by 10, and I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, and change the right arrow to left arrow, and as you can see that if you move it to the left side, the x becomes a -1. So make it a negative value and make it a -10. Now I'll put both of these blocks and inside the forever block. Let's see what happens. So green flag is pressed and my ball really moves left and right. That's perfect. Okay, I'll stop it and go to the apple. Now let's add the codes for the apple. So what to do? The apples needs to fall from top to bottom. So how to do that? Firstly, from the events block, add the when green flag clicked. So what will happen when the green flag will be clicked? So you need to change the y-axis, because see, y is pointing upwards and downwards. So change the y-axis but with a negative value, because if your apple is on top, that's a positive value, and if your apple is down, that's a negative value. So we need to change the y-axis by a -10. But if you make it just, if you press it, see, it's falling down. So how to make that happen forever? Obviously add the forever block and put it inside. Now let's see what happens. Okay, it's hidden. Let me put it to the top. Okay, let me press the stop button, and now, oh, apple is not coming up. What's wrong with the apple? Okay, I got it. So it fell down, but it's stuck over there. It's stuck at the bottom. I don't really want it to stuck at the bottom. I want it to continuously fall. Okay, so what we can do is we can check for the position. So from the control block, add the if then again, and inside this diamond shape you add the comparison one, okay, like the less than one. Inside this oval you add the option that says y position. So if y position is less than, like if your apple is in this position. It's really difficult to drag it when it's down. Okay, so that's it. So the position for the apple is almost, uh, I'll make it a negative 163. So I'll make it a negative 165. So if the y position is less than negative 165, then what will happen? Then the apple will go to some random position, and but if you just make it go to some random position, see what happens. Okay, I forgot to put it inside. Okay, so it just falls from here and there. I mean, maybe from here, but no, we don't want that to happen. We want it to fall from the top, even after going to random position. So how to do that? Come back to motion and set y to, see the position for y. If you put it on top, that's a positive 158. So let's make it a positive 160 and put it right after this. So now let's see how it works. It works perfect. I really like it. Okay, so that's great. So the apple is falling and you can also move your bowl here and there. But what about the points? We are not yet getting the points. So come to the variables block and make a variable called points for all sprites. Okay, so points come over here and set as 0. So now what to do? Again add another event, that is another when green flag clicked, and again like come to the control block and add the forever block. Inside the forever block, I need to check whether the apple and the bowl touches each other. How to do that? Come to sensing and add this one. If touching the bowl, then what to do? Obviously we need to change the score. So change points by 1. Let's see how it works. Okay, I got 1 point. Okay, so I'm getting points, but there's a problem with the game. I mean, I'm getting too much points. I mean, just look at my points. It's 41, 47. Do you think that's a good game? No, it's not. We can't let the players get so much points. Okay, so what to do? As soon as it touches the ball and the point changes, so we can make it go to some random position. So go to the motion block and add go to random position. So let's try once again. Yep, see, now it works. So now I don't really score so fast. I catch the apple and the points are really moving in a slow manner. So if I stop the game and start it again, I can see the point starts from 62. So that's not really good. What to do? Set the score to 0, set points to 0 right after the green flag is clicked. So whenever you click the green flag, the points will be set to 0 and it will start from the beginning. That's perfect. But what about making it more fun? Like adding the +1 point bubble. So go to looks and add this one, like, and instead of make it +1 points for 0.5 seconds. So inside this I'll add it, and I will also make it play a sound like a start sound. Okay, so whenever you catch the apple, the sound will be played, right? So let's try it. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, so let's stop it, and now let's move to the next part of the game, which is adding a timer to the game. In order to add a timer, you need to add another variable and name it as timer. Okay, and press on the OK button. Timer do come over here, but we want it to be a countdown, like from 60 to 1 or 30 to 1, whichever you want. So how to do that? Again, you want a different event for that. So when green flag is clicked, and come to variables and set my variable to, so change my variable to timer, and instead of 0 make it 60 or maybe 30 for 30 seconds. However you want to create your game, you can do that. And you want a forever block right after that because it needs to repeat. Okay, so inside the forever block, make it wait for 1 second, and then you change the timer, like timer by -1. Let's see what happens. So yes, the timer, as you can see over here, is decreasing. So that's perfect. But what will happen if it becomes a 0? So it will go on decreasing, right? I mean, for forever, like it will keep on decreasing. But we don't really want that. So what we want is, come to the control block and add the if then block inside this. And if the timer, like I want the comparison block once again, that will help me to check the time. Like if the, so here inside the oval I will add the variable timer. So if timer is less than 1, then what to do? Just come to the control block and stop all. That's it. So now if you will play the game, you can see that the timer is decreasing, points are also increasing. Okay. Now there's a problem with the game, like the +1 point is actually making my game stuck. So I will just move it over here. Start the sound is perfect, and instead of making it think, what if I say, I'll just add this text like +1 points inside this. So maybe just like that, and let's see if it stucks or not. No, it doesn't stuck anymore. So that's perfect. So I'll just remove these blocks. Okay, and as you can see that the timer over here is decreasing really fast, like 16 seconds are left, and when it will be a 0 second, then my game will stop. That's it. So it's almost done. It's 6 seconds and I scored okay, 2 seconds, 1 second. Okay, so timer is 0 and my game stopped, like points are 16. So that's a perfect one, right? So that's it. So you can make many changes to this game. Like if you want, you can make the backdrop change when the score is, like when the timer is 0, right? Or if like you can check for the points, like if the user scores above 30 or something like that, then you can say something to the user. You can add some nice decorations to the game, or you can also change the level of the game. So many things can be done over here. Add your ideas in the comment section below, and if you can create something like this, then do share the link to your project in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.